We know that the new economy is based on several guiding principles: innovation, collaboration, inclusiveness, diversity, commercialization of research, entrepreneurism, and a robust international trade.
We live in a world in which global value chains determine the success of businesses and of their employees. It is predicated on a recognition that the economic heartland of North America, right here, remains the destination of production, intermediate value added, and final consumption, all of which rely on the transportation network.
This isn't going to be easy. It's going to be fun, it's going to be satisfying, but it isn't going to be easy.
You know, there's a perception that this area really is just kind of economically dead, but that's not the reality.
If we look specifically to Southeast Michigan, we can see some tremendous infrastructure assets in terms of rail lines, highways, and airports, which are critical for supply chain activities.
We're a great connection to a great group of surrounding areas.
There's a couple of advantages we have. First of all, the northernmost hub airport with connections to the growth markets of Asia. We're located on the NAFTA highway, and in particular with the development of the deepwater port over in Halifax, that would then give us the ability to really be the new gateway to the Midwest.
We have ships passing by Halifax Harbor all the time, going to Montreal, with goods that are going to the Midwestern United States. The train goes right through the campus, and yet goes on to Chicago. I mean, why can't we do something here? It would save so much time.
So there's a tremendous opportunity to up that number quite substantially in terms of exporting.
When you put it all together, we have a kind of a geographic advantage.
There is a great opportunity here, and it's really an opportunity based on great partnership.
We have that infrastructure with the international crossing. We have it with a relationship that needs to be stronger yet with Canada and with Halifax.
Working with the Canadian government in terms of how we can more efficiently and effectively not only move people across our borders, but goods as well.
But we've got to do things that make sense.
Commerce, trade, economic activity during the 21st century will not recognize 18th century political boundaries.
What we've learned is that 94% of the traffic that crosses the border into Port Huron is pass-through. So it's not stopping, it's going somewhere else.
How do we gain support in order to grow that global supply chain?
We have to convince people why it's really important to stop here and develop some value-added activities in the region.
The communication that goes with this, it's getting in touch with the investor groups. You know, who's your stakeholders? Who do you want to attract here?
The point is you're either the point of origination or you're the destination. And that's where their cost efficiency lies in logistics, is to get there as quickly as you can.
We've got to reach out to some of these manufacturers that have the capabilities to import and to export, but don't know how to get there.
What we would like to see out of that is a plan that will continue to raise the level of expertise and the customs capacity, not just for the United States, but Canada and our Canadian neighbors as well.
We have an economy that depends heavily on exports and imports, both in Canada and in Michigan. So this is the task that we should be about.
We think there's opportunity for both Canada and Michigan to experience job growth in each of these component areas.
We need talent, and we need to keep more of that talent in Michigan, in the region, and here between the United States and Canada.
We have to make each community and this state investment friendly, investment ready, because it's investments that create the jobs.
The Midwest and Canada are a great opportunity to do commerce and business, because we need to focus on job creation.
Let's refine the jobs message. Let's talk about the kinds of jobs. What skills do we need to be teaching in order to meet the demand that's going to be out there for those particular jobs?
The workforce required for international trade and transportation is very diverse, and it cross-cuts several industry sectors.
We've got incredible intellectual ground, innovation ground.
There is a lot of supply chain talent in this region right now.
There's going to be an increased demand for that talent because the realization that operating global supply chains are not easy.
We do have to pay attention to attracting the next generation. That's only then going to be sustainable.
Having that skill here and making the region attractive for that kind of talent we're going to be in a key place that we can help companies operate their global supply chains.
It's about the Midwest and Canada. It's about the United States and Canada, and it's about global trade.
You have to have a vision as a leader, as a community, and even as individuals. You need a plan, you need partners, and you need perseverance.
We need one strategy that we're all working towards to move this forward.
We've got to think positively, but I think even more than that, we've got to think big again. It goes back to the issue of it fits our infrastructure, and this fits our infrastructure like a glove.